Agenda-setting conversations of the day.
Well, in Seweto, it now appears the taxi strike by members of WATA, the Witwatersrand African Taxi Owners Association, still underway this morning. They're angry at a decision by the Gauteng Transport MEC, Diala to impound their taxis because of a dispute between WATA and another taxi association, Nandua. Diala says the two groups have used violence against each other and commuters have been killed in the process. Theo Malele is the national spokesperson of the South African National Taxi Alliance. Theo, good morning.
Good morning to you, Stephen, and a slight correction from the National Taxi Alliance.
Okay, my apologies. Do you support this strike by WATA? Do you support what they're doing?
No, we do not. But your question is very fair. But perhaps there's an angle you also need to appreciate.
Yes,
and that angle speaks to the length and the times that these has occurred. This has been happening over years on end, and at some point, we were requested to do some thorough investigation into the actual root causes of this. And also, as a taxi industry, we also proposed that there be a commission headed by a retired judge to look into the causes of taxi violence and ensure that this is nipped in the bud once and for all. Now, when we were actually doing these investigations, we realized that there was, some wrongdoing on the side of government. And what this means was that the One Association's permit date was issued over a weekend. And this was a cause for concern for us. Now, what the government did, they actually removed the official who was actually responsible for that. He was redeployed elsewhere.
He basically, from what I understand, the claim is he allowed two taxi associations to use the same route, and we all know that's a recipe for disaster.
Absolutely. And what also transpired was that as he was still suspended, there was also wrongdoing using his code to access the system to do the same to yet another association. So this then points a finger at the officials being responsible for all these problems that we are facing. But then the wrong part is that the taxi industry is then given, the march to go and do self-correction. Well, it cannot do this all by itself without government also coming in and playing a meaningful role in ensuring that those that are found with their hands in a cookie jar are thrown, behind bars.
So, all of that's correct. And obviously, if this official took money from someone who was corrupt, or if there are other people who were corrupt, then we must use the law. But if we must use the law against them, it would seem that also taxi associations should obey the law too and shouldn't use violence against each other. It should surely follow.
No, you're absolutely correct. Violence begets violence. You cannot solve anything using violence. It actually perpetuates the whole setup. So, this is the situation we find ourselves in. And then again, when such is happening, then government cannot just come in and start impounding vehicles willy-nilly for permit-related offenses, when government themselves know for a fact that the issuance of operating licenses has always been problematic because of the system challenges that government is facing. So that then becomes a very much unfortunate situation. Now, what the I beg your pardon, what the WATA members then thought would actually help correct the situation was to withdraw their services, to say no, we would not be providing services for the next 3 days until government reaches a sober outcome and stop impounding our vehicles for permit-related offenses. And then again, you look at WATA. WATA has a court order, and all that they want is that this court order be, enforced. Now, if we can do that, we probably would see, this, subsiding. But as I said earlier on, those that are responsible within government circles, they too must face the wrath of the law.
Okay, so all of that's true, but then how do we resolve this? And the first step would be for all of the taxi associations to not use violence. I mean, we have to have a period of peace, surely.
No, very true, very true. This resembles the biblical King Solomon analog, where the lady that has not given, that's not the biological mom, says that the child must be, cut into two. Waka has said that they are very much willing to work side by side with Nandua until an everlasting solution is solved. But now they actually are being bombarded by security apparatus along their operating routes. And that is a cause for concern.
Do we know who the official took money from when the route was granted incorrectly over a weekend?
Well, it is known who that person is. But, for fear of reprisals, we would not say their names on air.
Sure.
But it's known.
Yes, no, I realize that. I wasn't asking for that, and I think you're correct not to give it. What I'm asking is who paid them?
Yeah, no. It's clear. Once they actually been brought before authorities, they should start singing. But we do not know as to what transpired when these guys were redeployed, as to what kind of a conversation was struck with them. We were not privy to that.
All right, Theo Malele, thank you very much indeed. Spokesperson for the Taxi Alliance. Really appreciate the time. 28 minutes after 7.